What's going on, guys? It's HankHammertoe, and today I wanted to have a quick little discussion with everybody about Battlefield 4 and why I haven't been posting any of it. If you're one of the people that has subscribed to my channel specifically because of my Battlefield 4 content, which there's not much of, you might be curious why I haven't posted anything, but I want to just say, be patient, because here's what's going on. DICE has launched what is called the CTE servers, which if you don't know what the CTE servers are, which I can't imagine that you don't, but if you don't know what they are, CTE is the community test environment, and what that is basically a set of servers that they can roll out updates to very, very quickly and immediately get community feedback on the updates that they're adding to those servers without messing up, anything on the more stable servers. This is not a new idea. A lot of developers have done this. The first that comes to mind of a game that I play quite a bit of is DayZ, the standalone. They've got the stable branch, they've got the experimental branch. They roll out changes to the experimental branch, and that way they're not necessarily gonna, if anything were to go wrong, they're not gonna necessarily break the game for everybody, and more importantly, they can just get immediate feedback from a pretty good sized chunk of the community, and immediately know if the changes that they're making are good changes, bad changes, maybe close to good changes, just to sort of not make us wait for a million years before we actually get some updates. So basically what that means for my workshop series, my Battlefield 4 workshop videos, I really haven't wanted to make a video, a workshop video, because those take a little while to put together and everything. So I haven't really wanted to invest the time into that if DICE is then going to roll out some changes to the game that might potentially vastly change the whole thing that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to be talking about one specific game mechanic and then they're going to roll out a change to that game mechanic, what I've said may become completely null and void at that point. So basically what I would like to do is just sort of wait and see what's going to happen. As of now, they've put in a lot of really great changes to the game, for example, and in my opinion, the most important of which is the server tick rate. And again, if you don't know what that is, all that is basically how quickly the server and your computer update. So all that talk about the quote net code that everybody, that hot button issue, that's what this is. Basically, the tick rate of a standard Battlefield 4 server is 10 hertz. Now, to give you a little perspective on how low that is exactly, games like CS:GO and Counter-Strike and all that, there's actually a slider in that game. You can raise your tick rate to be up to 120 hertz, which is just so far beyond what you can get in Battlefield 4 right now. Now, at the same time, in saying that, I do understand that Counter-Strike is a much older game running on a much older engine, and there's just way less going on with that game. So it's a lot easier and less intense on your PC to raise your tick rate in that game, just because there's no destruction, there's no vehicles, there's less players. It's a much simpler game. So I'm not by any means trying to compare the two, but just to give you some idea of why maybe that game seems a lot more snappy and responsive than Battlefield 4. That's why. So what they've done is they've added a slider in the CTE where you can raise your tick rate. So if you've got a really beastly PC that's going to be able to handle super high tick rate, well, that's great. You can raise it up. If your PC maybe can't handle that, you can keep it a little bit lower, and that should only affect your experience and not really give you an advantage over anybody else, hopefully. I think right now The default tick rate on the new CTE servers, I think, is 30 hertz, which is just a huge difference. It might not seem like that's going to be a huge thing and make a huge difference, but it really does. Dying around corners, it still happens, but it's not nearly as prevalent as it was. And kill trades are a lot less frequent, so there are a lot of really great changes being made to Battlefield 4 right now. I think it's a little bit late, but at least they're doing it. I'm just happy to see that it's getting done and everything. But anyway, the purpose of this video is just to, if you have come to my channel specifically because of the Battlefield 4 workshop video that I put out, fear not and just be patient with me. I just want to put out, if I'm going to put out a workshop video, I just want to make sure that it's actually relevant and is going to stay relevant even after the CTE servers are available for everyone, which I think is actually, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's coming very soon. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, just please be patient. There is a lot more Battlefield 4 content coming at you as soon as we can sort of figure out what's going on with CTE. But thanks for stopping by, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. That really helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you are new to my channel. Anyway, guys, I will see you soon. I am HankHammertoe. Have a good one and take it easy.